Thank you. Hello everybody. My topic is testing mnemonics. Mnemonic is a pattern that can be used as an aid for memorizing information. In mnemonics, different types of rhymes, rules, phrases, acronyms, these are used to remember some dates, names, etc. Many of you can recall the acronym VGR that we used to memorize the colors of rainbow, or the rhyme that we used to remember the days of the month. These are real life examples of mnemonics. Now, how mnemonics can be used in software testing? While we are doing exploratory testing, we have to test in real time. Normally we don't have any test plan or written specification in our hand. In this case, while we get a new product to test, we can think of many test cases while we are testing, but at the end, this ends up with lots of scattered and random test cases. In this case, we need to organize our minds to think of useful test cases. To do this, mnemonics can help us. If we can use a mnemonic that can help us to remember the different important techniques of testing, then we can systematically visit the major aspects of the product. Now I will show some testing mnemonics that are created by our testing gurus. First one is San Francisco Depot, or SFDPO by James Buck. In this mnemonics, different aspects of a software product is shown. First one is structure, then function, data, platform, and operations. If we can look into the product from these points of views, we can think of different interesting test cases. The second one is First Kura by James Buck. In these mnemonics, there are 9 basic testing techniques that we can use in a universal way. These are the most common testing techniques. These are functional testing, domain testing, stress testing, flow testing, scenario testing, claims testing, user testing, risk testing, and automatic testing. The next one is Hiccups by Michael Bolton. This mnemonic is used to test while we are testing a new version of an existing product. In this case, the idea is we need to check the consistency of the new version with these points. First one is history. That means whether the new product is consistent with the older version or not. Second one is image. That is, we need to test whether the product is consistent with the image that the company wants to project. In the same way, we need to test with other comparable products, claims that are promised to the user's expectation, the product itself, purpose, and statutes of the product. The last one that I want to show is failure by Ben Simo. This mnemonic is used to test the usability testing for error messages. While we are testing an error message, we need to check whether the error message is functioning properly, that is, whether the error detection and reporting is done in a recurrent way. The second thing is appropriateness of the error message, whether an appropriate message is shown in a timely manner or not, whether the impact of the error message error generated was properly communicated to the user or not, whether any technical information needs to be logged while an error occurs, the UI of the error message. Then the recovery means while an error occurs, does the error message shows how to recover from the error condition, and emotion is while a user will see the error message, what will be the emotion of the user? Will he be frustrated while seeing the error messages or not? Now, as these mnemonics are very important in our testing, but as you know, these mnemonics can vary based on context. So it's better for us to create our mnemonics by our own. There are different sorts of techniques, different aspects of testing that we need to choose and create our own mnemonic. If we want to use mnemonic in our testing, we need to remember something. First one is mnemonic should be clearly related to what we want to remember, and it should be easy to remember. The second one is testing mnemonic is not a template or test plan. It's just a way to bring important ideas into your conscious mind while you are testing. And the last thing that I want to say is using mnemonic in testing may fail. If you are using an excellent mnemonic and you cannot guarantee that you are testing everything or your testing is done. As testing is an infinite process, whatever you do, it will never end. Thank you. That's all from me.
I got the cues mixed up, alright? I was trying to tell him to stop and it wasn't working. But you know, he plays really good, doesn't he? And Shimul really gave a nice speech. He speaks better than me, he's more calmer. Maybe next time I'll put her as the host, okay? Alright, so about the mnemonics. First, say what's hiccups from your mind. Alright, I was just kidding. Okay, so basically you use it all the time when you're testing?
Actually not, but I'm thinking of using mnemonics in testing from now on.
From now on, so it's just basically theory?
No, not really. Actually, I use the mnemonics that is first Kura by James Buck, but I don't have my own mnemonics to test. That I wanted to say.
Yeah, but you didn't present any of your own mnemonics.
That are not ready yet. That's under process.
Probably researching it. Alright, let us know if it works out in Lightning Talks 3. If it's ever there, inshallah. Okay, Q&A. Questions, we have questions. There's a hand going up. You know, someone. Alright, you have them.
I'm Imran from Lenovo Technologies. Thing is that you've already shown the 4 mnemonics from James Beck and I don't know, I can't remember the name. But thing is that how are you going to manage those when there'll be a lot and you're going to customize your own health? Okay, so there'll be a lot and how are you going to apply them when you get the different types of products? Okay, as the same mnemonics can be applied to different types of products, so that's why I'm asking these kind of questions.
Actually, same mnemonics cannot be used in all the products. If you are testing a web-based application, you cannot use the same thing while you are testing a desktop application. That's why I told that it would be better for us to create our own mnemonics based on our context.
But I'm saying that you have shown 4, so there can become more. So how are you going to manage those, and how are you going to think that for this product I need this kind of mnemonic?
These are basically not based on products. I shown one mnemonic that was created for error messages. One was to check the different aspects of a product. One was the different techniques. These 4 are different things. While you are testing error message, you have to choose one mnemonics. While you are testing another thing, you have to choose another mnemonics. That's it.
No, I'm saying that managing the mnemonics, okay, because there can be 100 mnemonics. So remembering all the mnemonics can be tough. Okay, now I can pick one at a time, so I can say, oh, this can be good for this kind of testing. Okay, so how are you gonna manage those personally, or just gonna spread wide the company?
Actually, I think it's personal. While you are testing, there should be your own something. Or you don't need to remember all the mnemonics. There are some very nice mnemonics that you can remember. I have shown 4.
So where can I get those?
You can search. You can Google it.
You don't have any reference?
Yeah, I can post it in SQPD mail list.
Hello. Oh yeah, this is not actually a question. I was just like trying to give him an answer. He was saying that when there are a lot of mnemonics, how do you remember it? Come on, you have another set of mnemonics for remembering that mnemonics.
So just a 3, right? Something like that. Do we have any more questions? No more questions. Okay, that's great. Thank you, Shimul. Just gone off easy.